guys? What's up? What's up, Clemson? What's up, Water King? What up, JD? What's up, guy? What's up, Brayton? Big play Slay in the house. What's up, Adam? What up, guys? Mods and members tonight. Hope all y'all are enjoying your nights. Let's talk some Pats, guys. Let's talk some Patriots. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've got to talk about some Patriots stuff. Man, we are right around the corner for that. We are right around the corner for that. I'm good, Slay. I am good. What's up, Lewis? Brayton in the house. What's up, Brayton? What up, buddy? It's been a minute, Brayton. How you doing, bud? So let's talk some Pats, man. Yeah, only the OGs up in here. The OGs and the champs. So let's talk some Patriots, guys. It's been a while, huh? It has been a minute since we've got to talk about some Patriots stuff. It has been a minute. We are right around the corner, man. What's up, Adam? What's up, buddy? It's right around the corner. So let's talk some Pats for a little while. I agree with that, JD. I agree with that 100%. Patriots got a lot of question marks, guys. They got a lot of question marks coming up. What's up, Jorge? What's up, buddy? There's gonna be a lot of position, I should say, battles going on back and forth. This training camp for sure. There's definitely gonna be a this training camp for them is gonna be very, very interesting. They I want to Mac Jones. So let's jump right into this. All right, let's get right into this, guys. Let's get right into it. We all most, or at least most of us, know that Mac Jones um is probably not going to start this year. He probably, if I had to put a number on it, it would probably be about 80% that he doesn't start the season. He doesn't start the season. Now, I didn't say that we wouldn't see him this year, but about 80% that he doesn't start the year, which is more than likely not going to happen. Um, I think that they'll let Newton start, but his leash this year is not going to be like what it was last year. I fully believe that. I fully believe that Newton is going to be on a very, very short leash this year. And you gotta add this in too, right? You gotta add this in too. If like the stands are going to be full, there's no more quiet stadiums and nobody in them. When they play, Cam Newton's going to have to face 70,000 Patriot fans. And Patriot fans booed Tom Brady when he didn't perform. So how do you think they're going to treat Cam Newton when he doesn't perform? He's going to get the same treatment. He's going to get booed. Newton will get booed if he doesn't perform. And and you think for 1 second that hearing those boos for let's say 4 weeks in a row if he's not performing, you don't think that's going to put pressure on Belichick and Robert Kraft to make a change to the kid? We're probably going to see Mac Jones this year at some point. What's up, Pat? What up, buddy? What's up, Pat? We're probably, in all reality, going to get to see Mac Jones this year at some point. At some point. Because I don't think, me personally, I don't think Newton's going to make it through the season unless he's having like an MVP kind of resurgence type of a season. A 7-9 season's not going to cut it. I think unless he's on an all-star pace or an all-pro pace, we're probably going to get to see the kid at some point this year. My thinking is week 8 at the latest, week 6 at the earliest. That's probably what I'm going to say. Week 8 at the latest and week 6, maybe week 8 or 10, so maybe 10 at the latest and week 6 at the earliest. Somewhere in there. It's I just I don't know, man. I base my opinions on Newton on what I saw last year, and the product that he put out on the field last year was just not good. It was not good, and according to reports, it hasn't really got any better. So it hasn't really got any better. So I mean, and I do realistically think that if Mac Jones has a really solid preseason, that is going to push Cam Newton. It will. It'll push him for sure. That's going to be one of the key kind of positions to watch in training camp and in the preseason, because if Mac Jones lights it up in preseason and he plays well in all the games and he looks like he's an NFL ready quarterback, you bet that's going to put pressure on Newton. It will. It will. It's a bigger question would be is do the Patriots have the guts and the confidence to go with the kid over Cam Newton? Or do they have the guts to sit Cam Newton mid-season and not care about the repercussions that could come from that? But that's just my thoughts on that. And I mean, we touched on it a little bit earlier. We touched on it a little bit earlier before. Like I talked about it the other night. I am not a Cam Newton hater. I don't hate the guy. For all intents and purposes, he seems like a nice guy, down to earth, and he says and does all the right things. The guys in the locker room tend to like, the guys on the team and in the locker room really do seem to like him, and he does seem like a nice guy. Like I'm not really. I think I only challenged his character once last year, but for a good part of the majority of last year, the character was never the issue. It was the physical aspect of things when it came to Cam Newton. It was never the character issue. He proved all last year that no matter how bad he was, he faced the media. He even in the bad games when he played terribly and they knew, and he knew he was going to get grilled, he still faced the media. And I'm trying to do 6 things at once, Pat. He still faced the media, so I think that the character has never really been the problem. It's with a majority of Pats fans and Pats Nation as a whole, it's they see what what we all do on the field. Like it's just the physical aspect of stuff is just not there with him. He can't, he can't throw the football because of the injuries. It's just time catching up to him, man. It's time catching up to him. It gets everybody. It gets all these guys. And another point I made the other night that I kind of want to just really drive home is that so these pure athletic quarterbacks, these run, and I'm talking run first guys. When I say pure athletic ability guys, that's run first. That means they're gonna, at the snap of the football, they're gonna drop back and they're gonna make one, maybe two reads before they pull the football down and run with it. Before they pull the football down and run with it, because of their just natural God-given athletic ability, they can make plays like that. They'll be able to make plays for probably I personally think those running quarterbacks have a 5-year window. If you pick a Cam Newton style quarterback, a Michael Vick style quarterback, a Colin Kaepernick style quarterback, a Lamar Jackson style quarterback, those run first guys, name any one of them, any one of them. The guys that run first, those are the guys that you have about a 5-year window before that athleticism starts to go down, right? Before that athleticism starts to decline and you start to get slower and slower and slower. Now, most of those purely athletic freak quarterbacks are right around 55 to 57% throwers for the accuracy. So usually those are the numbers where they're at. They're usually between 55 and 57. And when you lose that athletic ability, when you lose that threat of running the football with your legs and your athletic ability leaves, you're left with the mental part of it. You're left with being able to diagnose a defense and accurately throw a football. And if you can't accurately throw a football and you don't know how to diagnose a defense, which I don't think Cam knows how to do. I don't think he knows how to read a defense, identify the blitz and audible out of it. I don't think he knows how to do that. And that's why these freak athletic quarterbacks, these run first guys, yeah, Pat's tearing up the comment section as usual. He comes in here raising all sorts of hell when I'm trying to talk Patriots. It doesn't surprise me. But what you're left with is a 55% thrower that doesn't know how to diagnose a defense. That's what you're left with. And when you put a guy like that under center and you put pressure on him, it usually doesn't end up well. So that's why I've always, I grew up watching guys that are purely pocket passer guys, and I think the NFL's built more towards that. I think it's built more towards that, to be honest. Take a look at all of the greats, all of the Hall of Famers, all of the great quarterbacks. They're pocket passers. They're guys that know how to move in the pocket and they can deliver an accurate football. I just think these running quarterbacks now have very, very short windows. That's all that I know. That was kind of a long point to make, but I just think these running quarterbacks now have very very short windows of success, and when they're closed, they're closed. They're gone. They're done. They have to redo. You have to redo and rethink everything. Now the next question is the next question is going to be, or I should say, what I want to hear from you guys is, what do you think? What do y'all think of Perkins? I think that could be the steal of the draft. I think Perkins could be the steal of the draft, and I think he's going to see a lot more playing time than people think. But I want to know what you guys think. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? I think Perkins was the steal of the draft, if you ask me. I think Belichick got a heck of a player, and I think he's gonna start a lot more. Pat, I'm trying to be serious here. For fuck's sake, I'm trying to be serious and talk Patriots. Can you not fuck my chat up, please? God damn it. Pat, I think Perkins is going to see a lot more playing time than people think. No, Belichick can't draft wideouts, JD. That's a fact. That's a fact. He can't. He might know how to get him in free agency, but he can't draft him. N'Keal Harry is another bust. But I like that kid Perkins. I think there's a lot of potential there. I think there's definitely a lot of potential there, though. To be honest, to be honest with you guys, though, the pick that I really liked was the Barmore pick. I know he got a lot of Belichick caught a lot of crap for that pick too. He got kind of tore up in the Boston media over that Christian Barmore pick, but I like that pick, man. I think Barmore is going to be really good for them. I think he's going to be really good for them. I do though. I think Barmore is going to be really good for them. I do though. I think the potential for Barmore is very very high. He correct me if I'm wrong, but he was the number one interior defense interior interior defensive lineman of that draft. So for them to get him where they got him, I think that's a pretty good pickup there. That's true, Jorge. That's very very true. Well, I just think I don't think he can pick them. I don't think he knows how to draft wide receivers. He's never been good at it ever. The hits and the swings and misses at wide receiver that Bill has taken have been plentiful. They've he just It's just one position that he's not good at. It's just one position that he's not good at drafting. You want to see a team that drafts wide receivers well. Go to the Cowboys. They pick wide receivers really well. The Cowboys can draft wide receivers. That's a fact. But I think the potential ceiling for Christian Barmore is very, very high. No, he's Carson roots for Clemson. You see the tiger above his logo there. You see the tiger logo. He's never been good at it, Jorge. He's never been good at drafting that position. There are other positions that he's been really good at. There are other positions on the field that he's been really good, really successful in over the years. He's picked really, really good at offensive line, really, really good at O line, and then he's probably maybe a 60% guy on corners. But yeah, you want to see a team that can draft wide receivers. Well, the Cowboys can. They can draft wide receivers. They draft really well when it comes to that position. Pat, it wouldn't surprise me if the Cowboys took a swing at Gilmore, to be honest. So since we're moving on to the next kind of biggest question that we have, guys, let's dive right into that. Since we're talking there, since we're just kind of we're already headed that direction. Pat, the Cowboys should make a play for Gilmore. They should at least try for it. Y'all need a corner, and you need one bad. So the Cowboys should at least inquire on. They should at least call the Patriots and see what they're looking for. Oh, they would, Jorge. They would make room. They would make room. Jerry Jones would make room. He should at least call him. They should at least call. What's up, Gio? What's up, buddy? But so here's the question for the Patriot fans in here. Do you think Gilmore stays? Do you think Bill gets a deal done? Because I personally think that that Gilmore isn't going anywhere. I think Bill knows that he needs him here. Bill knows that he needs Gilmore here. Um, he's gonna rely with Cam Newton and Mac Jones as the two most viable quarterbacks. Um, they're gonna rely heavily on that defense, and I think Bill knows that he needs Gilmore here, so he needs him here for this season, at least this season. So I think Gilmore stays. I think they sign him to like a two maybe 3 year at the most, but two at least a 2 year deal. I'm just saying that Pat, the Cowboys have always needed corner help. You guys have needed corner help forever. And the Cowboys were on the list. They put out, there was multiple websites like Fansided and Barstool was one, and then there was another one. They all put out articles, and the Cowboys were on the list of teams that they thought would be interested in Gilmore. But the Cowboys have needed, corner help and defensive back help for years now. Dak scores 30 points a game, and the Cowboys would lose 34-30. He'd score 27 points and they would lose 30-27 on a last minute field goal. It's not putting points up is not the Cowboys' problem. It's been defense for years. Dak gets no backup. Dak gets no help from his D. They could, Adam. I've been hearing that they might do something like New Orleans does. Pat, I'll tell you one thing. I did like the Micah Parsons pick. I did like the Parsons because that's your Sean Lee replacement right there. So I did think that was a good pick for you guys. But I do ultimately think Gilmore stays here. Um, the Jorge says, "What do you think about the Finns acquiring McCourty?" Interesting. Devin, the oh Jason McCourty. I don't know. I mean, I honestly I think Devin's more valuable, Jorge, than I think Devin's more valuable than Jason. But that's just me. That's just me. See, they're not gonna the guys in the see. I think Adam, the guys in the locker room they like Cam Newton too much. Like they might start Newton just to not piss people off in the locker room, piss the players off. But it's like I said at the beginning of this stream, dude. If they start Cam Newton, I really really I think that that leash that he has this season is going to be nowhere near as slack as it was last year. Nowhere near it. Pat. I'm trying to look. There was one other thing there was one article that I saw. I'm trying to find it, guys. There was one article that I saw that they were talking about oh, here it is. All right. They were talking about the depth at offensive line is one of the biggest concerns for the Patriots. What do you guys think about that? The depth at the offensive line, one of the bigger concerns for the Pats this season. I think Sherman's done, Gio. I think Sherman's done. I think he's got nothing left in the tank. I think he's got nothing left in the tank. So I don't know. I think it would kind of be pointless for them to sign him because I think that I think Sherman has run his course. I think he's done. But what do you guys think? You think the depth at offensive line is a problem, or do you think we're okay there? No, the Giants better than the Cowboys? I don't think so, Adam. I don't think so. The Cowboys have such a massive tilt, and like they might not be defensively as good as the Giants, but offensively offensively the Giants couldn't compete with the Cowboys. There's too much firepower on the Cowboys. It's as you got to look at it as a whole. Like the Giants have mediocre defense and a mediocre offense. The Cowboys might have a below average defense, but their offense is stellar. Yeah, no doubt, JD, no doubt. I think the O line's going to be okay. I don't think that's not my biggest worry. My biggest worry is how they're going to manage this. My biggest worry of all is how they're going to manage this quarterback situation. Cuz man, is it a mess. Yeah, no doubt, JD, no doubt. Brady's been able to mask a lot of the Belichick kind of insufficiencies in the draft over the years. He definitely has. I'll give you that. That's true, Adam. That's very true. He's like an advisor, Jorge. I don't even think he's technically like a coach. I think they just call him like an advisor. No, you know why they brought him back, Jorge? Because he's a yes man. He's a yes man to Belichick. That's why they brought him back. They brought him back simply because he is a yes man, and that's about it. But who do you guys? So here's the next question I want to ask y'all. Who do you think's out for the Patriots for the wide receiver core? Who do you think's gonna go? Somebody's got to go for that core. They can't carry like seven wide receivers. Someone's not gonna make it there. So who's gonna be on the outside looking in? Who do you think's gonna be on the outside looking in? I don't think Harry's not going to be on this team. Nikhil Harry's not going to be on this team. I guarantee it. Whether they cut him outright or they trade him, he's not. Obviously, he's not going to be here. But who do you think's going to be the one on the outside looking in? Is it going to be you think I don't know. Gunner might be a bubble guy this year. He might be a guy that's on the bubble this year. He might be a guy that's on the bubble this year. Yeah, he's not good, Adam. He's not good. He's not good. Anybody who trades for him too is a joke. Anybody who trades for him like the dude obviously can't perform. For real, Jorge, for real. I hear that. I The running back situation's another one too, guys. That's another one with I mean, do you really think they're going to carry like 6 running backs? There's going to be some of those guys that are going to be on the outside looking in too. DK is a monster, Pat. DK is a monster. He's Did you see that video the other day, Pat, of him doing that one-legged like 40-inch box jump? That was ridiculous. He was on one leg and had a 15-pound medicine ball and did like a 40-inch box jump. He's a freak of nature, dude. He's a freak of nature. Nobody predicted he would be this good. No one. I don't care what. No matter what's. No one predicted that he would be that as good as he is. Everybody. There was a lot of teams that passed on him for a reason. There are a lot of teams out there that passed on him for a reason, or at least they thought they knew. All right, Water King. See ya. Oh, dude, he's a freak of nature, Pat. He's a freak of nature. It's gonna be that's another interesting group there that we could see very big changes to before the beginning of the season. The running back group. I think me personally, I think Sony Michel's either gonna get. I think he's gonna get traded. They should probably trade or at least entertain offers for Sony Michel for sure. Um, Harris, Harris, what's the guy's name? Ramondre. I think it's Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, Steven. I know his last name. Ramondre. I think is his first name. So Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson are I think two locks. The two locks for running back for sure. I think they're staying. I think they're gonna keep J.J. Taylor and James White. I think those are the two that, or at least those are the four. I think they're gonna carry, and then they may hang on to. They may. I don't know though. They may. It's tough. It's either do you keep J.J. Taylor or do you keep Brandon Bolden? Which one? Which one would you guys take? Would you take J.J. Taylor or Brandon Bolden? Bolden's a veteran guy. Special teams, his special teams play is excellent. It's very very good. But Taylor is like a little spark plug. They could really use a change of pace back like that to give James White a breather and keep him fresh. So I don't know. Bolden could be on the outside looking in at the beginning of the year. He could be the guy that doesn't make it here. Yeah, no, I don't know if they're going to be able to make the Super Bowl this year, JD. I just want them to be more competitive. I'm hoping for 10 wins this year. That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I'm hoping for 10 wins. That's what I hope. I saw that. I saw that, Pat. I just saw that. But that's my hope. I think that they can at least be more competitive this year. I'm hoping for 10 wins. If they win more, that's great. But I'm hoping for 10 wins because they went 7-9 last year. So with the upgrade in talent, I think they should at least be able to win They should at least be able to win 10. I mean, if you look at it like this, right? If you look at it like this, if we beat the Jets twice, because I think we're gonna, and if we beat the Dolphins twice, which I think we're gonna, and we split with the Bills, that's 5 wins right there. So there's 5 right there. Sure. I bet, Pat. I bet. But I don't like that's and I don't think that's an unrealistic ask for this team this year. I really don't. 10 wins from them this year I don't think is an unrealistic ask. Cuz let's pull the schedule up for a second. Let's pull the schedule up for a second here and we'll take a look and see what we got for the Pat schedule. All right, so hold on, that's preseason. So they play Washington, they play the Eagles, they play the Giants. So Washington, the Eagles, and the Giants are the preseason. So let's see, they play the Bucks. So the Texans, that's probably a win there. So that's 6, right? So the Texans are probably a win. The Cowboys game is going to be a hard-fought game. That'll be a good game. Pat, that'll be a good game. The Cowboys Pats game will be a good one. All right, buddy, you take it easy. So the Texans are 6. So that's 6 wins, right? Then you got the Panthers, which we should beat them. That's 7. The Jaguars they should beat. That's 8. And then they have the Falcons. They should beat the Falcons too. That's 9. So you can't tell me that they can't squeeze out one of these wins against one of the better teams like the Titans, the Titans, the Browns, Browns, Chargers, Cowboys or Bucks. So that's the remainder of the schedule. So they got to win one more of those games, but it's doable. 10 wins this year for this team is not an unrealistic ask. They could absolutely achieve that. JD, the chemistry is not there with them, dude. Chemistry is just not there with them. The chemistry just is not there with them. That's why they're losing though. Chemistry is just not there. I don't know. Like JD, they got to do something. They got to do something. But I mean that's what I'm saying about the Patriots. 10-7 is an absolute that's absolutely doable. Yeah, Pop's been a good coach for a long time, but he's been you just said it though. He's been in the league for a long time. And I think Pop's stubbornness at times can get the best of him. And I think Pete Alonso just won the home run derby again. I'm pretty sure I'm watching this. Yes, he did. Pete Alonso just repeated as the home run derby champ. So that is a back-to-back win for Pete Alonso. Steve Kerr would be a good coach for Team USA, JD. That is a good one. But that was good just kind of hanging out with y'all for a little while. Getting to hang out with the Mod Squad and member gang here for about an hour. Appreciate y'all as we talk some Patriots. We talk some Pats. We are like a month away, guys. The first preseason game is August 12th. August 12th, it's a Thursday nighter, 7:30 p.m. start time for that one. Yeah, the Sox got 5 people in the All-Star game. They do. They sent a lot of guys this year. JD, it's like a month away, dude. We're close, and we're like 60 days away from the opening, from the opening game. Yeah, Slay, he was sent out early. He was sent out early. So Pete Alonso wins again. Yeah, that's JD. That's Fields is going to be a good one. Fields is uh Fields is going to be a good one. He'll be fun to watch, man. He'll be fun to watch. There's no way you don't pick a guy that high and not start him though. There's no way. He'll start. And if he doesn't start, well, you'll see him in the starting spot by like week 4. But thanks again, guys, for hanging out with me. Appreciate that. That was a lot of fun. We'll have to do that. We will definitely have to do this more often to reward the mods and members. Y'all just get to come in here and hang out and chill. And we can talk about pretty much whatever y'all want. We're definitely going to start doing this some more. Yeah, he was eliminated early, first round, I think. I don't even think he got into the second round. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate the mods and members. Appreciate what you guys do for the channel and how you keep it clean. And all of your efforts do not go unnoticed. Believe that. No doubt, JD. No doubt. I'm always down, dude. I'm always down. You know that. But thanks again, y'all. It's getting late here on the East Coast. It is 10 minutes of 11 o'clock. So I am going to cut this off. Once again, to the mods, to the members, thank you guys for doing what you do in the chat and keeping the chats in line and just doing what you guys do for me and showing the support y'all do. Thanks again. Cheers to you too, Jorge. Appreciate you, buddy. JD, Slay, all of y'all. Pat. Who else was up in here? Adam was in here. Water King was in here. Geo was in here. Carson was in here. Appreciate all of you guys. But we will see y'all very, very soon. We will see y'all soon. Once again, appreciate your efforts and everything you guys do for the channel. Thanks again, guys. We're out of here. Me and Diesel are going to sleep. We're done. We are done for the night. Your boys got an early stream, or I should say an early start to tomorrow. So, as usual, 4 a.m. comes early. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night. Me and Diesel are out of here. We are out. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all. Thanks for the support. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Cheers. We're out of here. Later, Cab.